Welcome to this week's episode of Humans in 5.
As much as we love talking about humans, we also feel the need to have a shout out for some of our favorite non-human mammals from time to time. This week, we're taking a moment to celebrate some particularly fun members of our mammalian family tree.
Monotremes are a particularly odd set of mammals. They do share many characteristics with mammals like our own species, including being endothermic or producing their own body heat, having body hair and producing milk through mammary glands to feed young offspring. However, unlike ourselves and other mammals, monotremes have some frankly unique traits.
Monotremes, including the famous platypus as well as the echidna, are currently found only in Australia. While most mammals have live offspring, monotremes lay eggs. While other mammals tend to have milk exit their mammary glands through a nipple, monotremes have their mammary ducts exit directly through openings in the skin without nipples. Monotremes do not have teeth as adults and have 5 sex chromosomes rather than the 2 we see in our closest relatives.
Platypuses just keep on going with some unique traits. They are venomous, producing toxins that males can release from their hind limbs. They won't kill humans, but they can kill smaller mammals like dogs. They also have electroreception, meaning that they track their prey by detecting the electrical fields generated by the muscular movements of other animals. And lest we forget, they have a duck bill, a beaver's tail, and webbed feet.
When the platypus was first discovered, scientists thought they must be observing some sick joke, a fake produced for laughs because of its terribly odd appearance. But over the years, researchers have learned more and more about this curious mammal. Recently, some researchers from Northland College and Colorado State University in the USA learned something new about the platypus that led to some head scratching.
The team recently published a new paper in the journal Mammalia, noting that ultraviolet light, better known as black light, causes the fur of a platypus to glow. Their fur fluoresces with a greenish-blue tint under black light.
With a bit of further investigation, other researchers and curators armed with black lights went around their zoos and collections to see if other monotremes or marsupials, another member of the mammal family found predominantly in Australia, fluoresced as well.
It's worth noting that fluorescing under black light is a little different than bioluminescence, which we've talked about before. Bioluminescence is when animals generate light through certain chemical reactions. Fluorescence is when certain types of light, like black light, energize particles in a substance like platypus fur, causing a glow to occur.
It turns out fluorescing mammals are more common than imagined, raising some questions about the purpose of this pattern. For example, it's also been noted since that echidnas fluoresced, which is not surprising since they're close platypus relatives. Fluorescence was also seen in some marsupials like the bilby and the Tasmanian devil. Was there potentially some survival benefit to being able to fluoresce under black light? Would investigations of other mammals with this capability shed some light on our monotreme friends?
At this point, one important note needs to be made. It seems we're all quite familiar with another mammal that has fluorescent capabilities as well. This mammal doesn't seem to use it to any particular advantage other than the odd laugh at the funhouse. It's us. Human teeth and nails fluoresce under black light, as anyone who's been to a haunted house can attest. We're also not alone in this. Scorpions, puffins, lichens, and flying squirrels have this glow too.
So we're just another species full of a little extra glow under the right circumstances. All of this to say that, when a new trait is observed in a species, there's often a rush to understand how this may be adaptive or beneficial to the species at hand. But there are some traits that we just can't explain in terms of adaptations or advantages. A recent study investigating fluorescence noted that the vast majority of animals that fluoresce didn't seem to do so for reasons like camouflage or mate attraction. Some traits like this may need further explanation to understand, or they just might be byproducts of tissues and processes that serve specific other functions.
We hope we've left you wondering what else out there might be glowing unseen, and we'll see you next time on Humans in 5.
And don't forget to subscribe!